The commodity of time. Our time is the only thing we own exclusively in this life. How we spend our time. That tells us who we are, according to the great Les Brown. So we must evaluate how we are spending our time to make sure we are doing activities that will get us closer to wherever it is we want to go. Whatever we spend our time watching and or listening to and or engaging in contributes to how we feel about ourselves and contributes to how we feel about the world around us. We control how our view of the world is shaped. So let us acknowledge that power and program ourselves with a helpful view of ourselves and of the world around us. We must evaluate how we are spending our time. Do we spend our time spectating or do we spend our time participating? Do we spend our time consuming or do we spend our time producing? We all do both, but let us be aware of the degree. Acknowledge the degree. That is what we suggest you alter. Leverage the degree in a manner that serves you. Do we spend our time learning actively or do we spend our time learning passively? You are learning either way, but are you taking responsibility for it? We suggest we all take an active role in the distribution of our time. Taking the time to work on ourselves and refine how we live will pay dividends. But we cannot be like the guy who said to the fireplace, "As soon as you warm me up, I will go chop some wood." No, we must chop the wood first, then enjoy the comforts of our labor. It's like the story of Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe had no nieces and no nephews, but for some reason they referred to him as Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe inherited 20 acres of land in Texas. He was on this land for 20 years. One day a government official knocked on his door. They believed there was oil on the land and they wanted to dig to find it. They would give Uncle Joe a percentage of the value. A few months later, they found the oil and Uncle Joe received $10 million. And that was the day Uncle Joe became a millionaire. Or was it? Had he been a millionaire for the past 20 years, but he just did not take the time to dig to find out what could be? And that is what some of us do. We do not take the time to truly develop our gifts over the years to see what possibly could be for us. If you are this good naturally, imagine what would happen if you took courses to improve, took training to improve. We ask that you take that time to dig, take that time to develop. And when it comes time to collect, you will receive more than just a percentage of the value. And you will have become someone that you will be very proud of. Let us take responsibility for our time. Let us take responsibility for the culture we are establishing. Each of these sessions is a tool for us to use along the journey. Continue to live, continue to learn, and continue to enjoy the opportunities available to all of us.